Alright everyone, as you can see we are back in the world, and if you've noticed by what I have equipped, it is not what I had on by the end of the previous episode. And well, that's because I decided to begin work on a base expansion. And I promptly got killed while working on it. And fell into the void. And I did go down and check. There is no corpse down there. Alright, so that's fun. So gonna have to work on going into vaults and reclaiming some supplies. And I can't go into any real vaults yet because lack of sugarcane. So the plan basically is to run beginner vaults and fill and work on the expansion. Alright everyone, as you can see we are back in the world, and if you've noticed by what I have equipped, it is not what I had on by the end of the previous episode. And well, that's because I decided to begin work on a base expansion. And I promptly got killed while... And we're just about done with the dirt ring going in. Then comes the fun part of tilling all of this so that it'll actually turn into dirt. Well, going to get on that now. See you in a few. Yeah, and that's all of the coarse dirt I laid now turned into regular dirt. While I was grinding for the dirt, I ended up getting a bounty completed for killing mobs, so I'm going to see what that brought us. And we got some Beniotype and a jewel, and it was a reach jewel. I've just done some basic calculations, and once I have, and just the floor size alone, not counting the fact that it is that I am multi-layering it, I will have roughly more than doubled the size that I will have to work with for my base, as my platform that I had originally started before I went on to this project is approximately a 3x3 with a little bit of overhang. Technically making it a 4x5. If you want to count the overhangs, the areas that I went to a lot, haven't really gone to. But with my new expansion, it is a rough 6x1, a 6x5. So and that's just the base, the rough base, not counting any dangly off bits. So it is going to be a massive expansion, and once complete. Well, everyone, I did all that waiting around has helped in that I now have a fresh vault crystal made. Well, catch you all on the flip side. Well, that failed miserably. I got a trapped room that killed me. Well... Oh, ha ha ha, gotta disarm. Well, that was not the best experience. I realized something. I'm off center. And in order to fix it, let's see, I need to move this corner so it lines up here. This is where the corner should actually be. Yeah, not where it actually is currently. So, that's a fun bump out I'm going to have to do again. I don't know, because I've already adjusted it once to get it to initially line up properly. Now I find out, nope, I was wrong again. And so, I'm going to get on fixing that right quick. We'll see when it's done. Okay, I now have it properly centered. And now since I now got it centered, now comes the fun part of finishing the adjustments to the rest of the structure. Because I need to move a 4-long strip from one side to the other. And then I have to put in the rest of the floor, or for the actual layer itself. Then I have to start moving supplies from my current facilities to my new workshop area, which, as I am aware, it is a big upgrade. And in case anyone from the last episode was wondering, yes, I did make it so this is in fact a functioning entrance into the vault. So the remnants of the old island will eventually disappear. After all, it now clashes with what I am currently building, because it's like, all of this was built to get me to a decent starting point, as most of my attempts to play through Vault Hunters on the Sky Islands have usually ended up with me getting an item that my base physically could not support the production of. Either due to space or me not finding it inside of a beginner vault at all whatsoever. Because I actually got a vault before in one of my personal playthroughs that asked for kelp and seagrass, which I had neither of because I hadn't encountered either of those yet. But that did not happen this time when I got those quests. I was actually able to find the materials required. Well, I'm going to cut back once I finish moving the dirt. Well, welcome back everyone. It's now starting to get dark enough for me to actually sleep. But I have finished transporting all of the dirt over to the one side. Yes, I had to go grab more because larger structure requires more material. Oh, but now all that's left is to actually build the floor and to actually make it so I can't walk straight out of the area. So I don't really fancy another void bath. Last time I have to move that wall. Or any wall for that matter. I did accidentally, when trying to deal with the villagers' bunts one. And so they aren't really happy with me at the moment. But that can easily change over time. But right now, mainly focusing on just getting this thing built or a bit further along so that I can actually move more stuff from my place of torment to, because it's like, okay, everything in this tight, cramped area. Build a few rungs out, got a bit more space all of a sudden. But then I immediately filled it. Hence why this project is so important. Okay, I'm having to go for the vault compass as I've had been running into problems going around. Found the vaults, vaults and getting lost, and I just got a pog in the black market, so I am making that compass and going for a vault. Alright, got the crystal made. Let's see, and I need to get nearly 1,000, and it's an elixir vault, so going to get started on this then. And I screwed up. I could have completed the vault. I screwed up. So I got absolutely nothing from that. At completion. Should have just clicked. Shouldn't have been greedy. Well, let's see what the bounty is. Let's be at least oh yeah, I got some items to roll as well, at least. Okay, now to roll the items. Yeah, my current wand, despite being significantly lower level, is still better. So, recycler it goes. Well, that was a vault run, but I'm not going to push my luck too much after one screw up at the moment. But I do need to work on filling this in, so I'm going to jump onto that. Well, as you can see, turns out as I didn't have a full pattern established, I didn't really know what the dimensions really need to be, and turns out I am off by about if I want to line up the corner properly, I'm off about by 2 blocks. If I want the front to match the back, I am off by a few more. So that's a decision that I now need to make. Last time I have to move that wall. Or any wall for that matter. As some of you are fully aware, that is going to be a real pain since this is a void world. So I'm just going to do the relatively smart thing. And for now, just going to build the platform where I know it belongs. So that way, when I make up my mind about having to deal with this, I won't have to suffer as much. So I know it'll be sticking out. Just out in way past the lip of the dirt, but it's still not that pleasant of an experience to deal with. So I get to focus on that. Alright, and see you back when I make a decision. I've made a decision. I will be pushing out the back wall to make it fit appropriately, and because I need more cobblestone, I modified my cobble generator that has been sitting in the background with some very, very crude redstone. So, with that, I'll have an easier time gathering resources, namely cobble, as that's what that farm is meant for. But now comes the fun part of finishing the build out and figuring out the exact amount of blocks I need to move out by to line up the pattern correctly to how I want it. So I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully you'll all see it when I have the initial floor all in and the wall fixed. I'm having to rush. Wandering Trader has just spawned, and he is very important in this situation. And sorry about any background noise, but my phone was going off of Spotify while I was working, and then the guy just spawned. Come on, Mr. Gimme Goodies. Packed ice, that's the only real thing I see, and maybe the magenta dye. Because I have all the other items. Well, that was all of that. Time to get back to work. Okay, I have found the spacing that it needs to be correct. So now comes the obvious fun part of doing the whole length of the wall, getting that to the correct getting the wall to the correct dimensions, and then fixing the dirt again. Last time I have to move that wall, or any wall for that matter. That has probably been the most annoying thing I've had to say multiple times this series so far. Having to fix the dirt again. Someone may actually try to think of a way to make it into a drinking game, knowing my luck. But, hey. Everyone has their vices, and mine is just, and mine may not be anything related to alcohol, but it's just, this is the fun bit, I guess, having to but then again, fun is like beauty in the eye of the beholder. But now that I have the corner fixed, I can start doing a lot more. Yay! But in all seriousness, I'm going to be spending a while working on fixing things that honestly shouldn't have needed fixing if I had done the math a bit more proper. Well, see you all once I get the wall fixed and the dirt moved and the walkway finished. That's a lot to do now. Toodles. Alright everyone, that should... I have finished correcting, well, aside from the dirt, which I'll finish off camera, I had to make some modifications to the cobble collector. But that's about it. And be seeing you all guys next episode. Hope you all have a good time.